Alright, welcome back everybody to the second race of the DSJ season. Today we are at Imola and we're doing a full race weekend here. I will admit this is definitely not one of my favourite tracks to drive at, but nonetheless I'm going to give it everything I've got. So we're out in qualifying at the moment and I managed to put a banker lap in, but it only got me P9. So I'm going to go around and see if I can improve on that lap and see where I can get up to.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
So I go purple in sector 2 and sector 3, which is enough to put me on pole for the moment. I do actually improve on that lap by a few tenths. So that brings qualifying to an end, and as we can see I'm on pole. We've got Jamie in P6 and Sam only managing a P14 start in this race. So here we go then, we've got 3, 4, 5 lights. There's lights out and away we go. Get off to a reasonable start. P2 pulls up alongside, but I managed to break away using a bit of my ERS. I keep a pretty central defensive line down the middle of turn 1 and 2. Hop on the curb a little bit so I lose a bit of traction coming out of that corner, but P2 starts to gain behind me. They pull out to the inside and they tap me wide, and unfortunately I lose a position and nearly lose another position. I run wide on the gravel there, but managed to hold on to P2 just about. P3 I've got very close behind me now. So I just need to try and hold on to P1 around this first lap. Keep a nice gap behind and in front of me. But P1 already a second up the road halfway around this first lap. Really pushing it hard at the moment. I've got P3 close on my tail, so I just need to make sure I try and hold this position for the beginning. Managed to break away from P3 just a little bit coming around the last couple corners of lap 1. P1 is in sight but still about a second away, so definitely going to have to get my head down and try and get moving. A few laps later I catch up with P1. We're on lap 5 now and I just think about going down for a move down the inside. I just about goes a bit of contact there, but unfortunately don't quite hold on to the position. I've got P3 now right on my rear. I go a bit defensive to try and hold him off, but I managed to hold around the outside and keep P2 for another lap now. Now I need to chase down P1 again, who's gapped another second. Skipping forward to the end of lap 5, I'm just about on the back of P1 again. I get a much better exit out of this last corner, so I trigger the ERS. I knock the DRS as well, so I gain down the main straight. I go around to the outside this time.
Now we're boxing this lap.
And manage to make that overtake stick before I get to the corner braking zone. Now I've got P2 right on my tail again, so I go a little defensive into the next corner just to make sure that I keep position, which I do just about do, touching the gravel there a little bit, but luckily P2 didn't think about going for a move, so we're okay for now. Get a good traction out of that corner, so I managed to gain a few tenths. and hopefully I'm in the clear now. Fast forward to lap 7 and I come into my pit stop. I'm still in P1. However, everyone around me has already made their pit stop, so let's see where I come out.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop. No
You can
more
see P2
scheduled
coming
pit
down the
stops.
main
Let's
straight
go.
now, but we managed to get out just in front. So we made that pit stop work for us. We're about just over a second ahead of P2 now. The cars in front then pit in lap 10. And I managed to get a fastest lap, so I jumped back up to P1. Managed to build a little bit of a gap, so I just need to make sure I finish this race nice and clean, bring the car home in one piece, and hopefully bring home full points as well. Fast forward to the last lap of the race. I'm still in P1 by a few seconds. I'm on a fastest lap again. I've done purple sector 2. Let's see if we can round off the race with a nice fast lap, using all of my ERS that I've got available to me. Unfortunately, I don't get the fastest lap at the end, but I did have it from previously, so that's fine. So there we go, ended up in P1 at the end of that race. Jamie ended up in P19 and Sam held P14. So a good race all round for everyone. I brought home maximum points again, so I'm definitely off to a good start in this championship. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.